B-L-A-N-C-A. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. From the cool limestone caves of historic Cresta Blanca Winery comes Cresta Blanca California Sauterne, a delightful complement to your meal, the wine of sheer delight. Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
Amos and Andy will return at the same time week after next.
Engagement announced. Andrew H. Brown, well-known local figure, and Cynthia Barry, aspiring young actress, have announced their engagement. Well, congratulations, son, and the best of luck to you, Andy.
Yeah, Amos, this is the real thing, all right. I'm finally going to sniff the orange blossom.
Yeah, but the thing happened so fast, Andy, you didn't tell nobody nothing about it.
Well, this is one of them whirlpool courtships. We swept each other off our feet.
Yeah, you said a gal's actress, huh? Is she with the legitimate theater?
Oh, yeah. She wouldn't be connected with nothing crooked.
Oh, Andy, is she on the stage?
Oh, yeah. She's with a little theater group that puts on plays up in that little theater on 148th Street.
Oh. Well, she sure is young and pretty, Andy. But you know, Andy, man or gal that want to be an actress, well, they got interests of their own, all their friends is actors, and they mixes in fast freckles. It might be pretty hard to keep up with her.
Well, I ain't exactly rushing into this thing, Amos. The one thing definite I made with Cynthia is we're going to have a long engagement so we can really get to know each other.
Oh, that's a good idea, Andy.
Yeah, I may not marry her for 3 or 4 days yet.
When can I meet the gal? You got me all excited.
Well, like I say, she rehearsing a play, and she pretty busy. I ain't seen her myself till tonight.
Well, I sure hope this works out for you this time, Andy. Because when it comes to gals, you sure has your troubles.
Well, don't worry about me marrying Cynthia, Amos. I is the only man in her life.
Oh, come on in, Andy.
Oh, hello, honey. You know, honey, I'm just dying to spend the evening with you alone. Honey, you didn't start smoking cigars, did you?
Oh, no, Andy. We're so far behind in our rehearsal that the leading man and I have got to rehearse some of our scenes here tonight. I'm terribly sorry, but it just can't be helped.
Oh, I don't want to interfere with your career, nothing like that.
Come on, I want you to meet him.
Yeah.
Andy, I want you to meet Mr. Bosworth Carruthers. And Bosworth, this is my fiancé, Mr. Brown.
Greetings, Mr. Brown. Words are inadequate to express my delight at this meeting, sir.
Likewise, I think. Go ahead and start rehearsing. I'll sit there and watch.
Now, Andy, here's the script. The play is called The Angry Sea. You can follow it if you want. We're going to do the big dramatic scene here on page 14.
Yeah.
Now, Cynthia, remember, in this scene, we're aboard a merchant ship in the middle of the Pacific. Now, this can be the rail. The sea is raging. The boat is rocking to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. We're carrying a load of contraband gold. The Coast Guard is on our heels as we speed ahead. The crow's nest up above is shaking crazily in the wind, creaking and cracking. You want me to surrender because you love me so passionately. We're so madly in love, we're unmindful of the danger. Our two hearts are beating as one, and we are alone.
All right, Bosworth, let's try it.
Oh, my darling, how long I've waited for this moment. No treasure that I could find could be as great as the treasure I hold in my arms.
My darling, how long I've waited for those words. Hold me tight.
These are moments they can never take away from us.
Oh, my darling, I'm yours forever.
How about rehearsing this scene while you're down in the boiler room shoveling coal?
Please, Andy, don't.
Yes, Mr. Brown. Please leave us alone. This is most annoying.
I don't know what you got to complain about.
All right, Cynthia, let's continue. I couldn't say these things before, but now that we're free to speak, tell me that you care.
No. It would be unfair to Tommy.
You mean Tommy's going to get in on this, too?
I care only for your happiness. If you want me to go, I'll go. Just say the word. Tell me you hate me and I'll go.
Go ahead and tell him, honey.
Please, Andy. We can't rehearse. You're interrupting.
Yes, Mr. Brown. I've tried to be very patient with you here, but it's impossible to accomplish anything unless you go.
Well, I ain't going until I find out how this love scene ends. I'm staying.
Well, if you're staying, Mr. Brown, I'm leaving, because it's impossible to accomplish anything under these conditions.
Bosworth!
I'll see you at the theater in the morning, Cynthia.
But Bosworth!
Farewell.
Oh, Andy, I wish you'd understand. This play is so important to me.
Well, our marriage is important to me, and we're supposed to get married in the next few days.
I know I promised, but you'll just have to wait until the play opens, and I'm settled.
You mean I got to sit around a whole week and watch this Bosworth make love to you?
Andy, you must realize this is just a play, and we're only actors. Why, when we're making love up there on the stage, it doesn't mean anything. But Bosworth can turn his emotions on and off like a faucet.
Well, it seems to me that no matter which faucet he turns on, it always comes out hot.
You just have to learn to understand.
Yeah, well, for your sake, honey, I'll try.
And who knows, someday you may be proud of me. Someday I may be another Sarah Bernhardt.
So that's the situation, Kingfish. Here I is engaged to the gal, and for 5 days now I've had to sit around while this other guy's kissing her.
Yeah, I see what you mean. In other words, you own the beehive, but he getting all the honey.
I don't know what to do about it, Kingfish. She's all set on this acting career, and she figured that someday she might become another Sarah Hartburn or something.
That's a problem. And if this here play what she acting in gonna be a hit, she'd be smooching with that same guy from 8 to 11, 7 nights a week, 52 weeks a year.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you, Andy, when you meet her at the stage door, you'll be lucky if she even shake hands with you.
Well, what's the fella supposed to do that's married to an actress?
Now, wait a minute, Andy. I think I'm getting an idea here that would be some help to you. Has you ever heard of Alfred Lynn Fontaine?
Oh, yeah, there's the husband-wife actor.
Yeah, now there's a fella that had the perfect solution. He was always acting in the same play with his wife. And if there was any smooching in the play, he is the exclusive smoochie.
What's that got to do with me?
Listen, Andy, if something was to happen to this fella Carruthers day after tomorrow, and you were to step into the part and be a hit, then you would never have to worry no more about some other actor making love to your wife.
Oh, wait a minute, Kingfish. Wait a minute. In the first place, what does I know about being an actor?
Well, Andy, you've been watching this here play rehearse so much, you should know every line in it.
Oh, yeah, I knows all the lines.
And then you was in a couple of the large hall plays a few years ago, and if I remember right, you were pretty good.
Well, they didn't throw nothing at me.
So, if you let some drama teacher brush you up in the next 48 hours, and you know the part like you do, why, you could step right in there.
Yeah. Well, saying that all goes smooth, how is we going to get rid of this fella Carruthers?
Andy, leave that part to me. Every actor has his weak spot, and I know just what it is.
Well, okay, Kingfish, if you say so, that's what I'm going to do. You see, I'm in love with Cynthia, and that's the only way I can hold on to her. Yeah. In the next 48 hours, I is going to become an actor. A-I-I. E-I-E, O-I-O-I, A-I-I, E-I-E, O-I-O-I.
Very good, Mr. Brown. Now, let's do it together.
A-I-I, E-I-E, O-I-O-I, A-I-I, E-I-E, O-I-O-I. A-I-I, E-I-E, O-I-O-I, A-I-I, E-I-E, O-I-O-I, A-I-I. That sounds like the chorus of Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, I think you've got your vowel sounds down very good, Mr. Brown. And considering the short time we worked together, I think you've done very well indeed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, before you go, let's try the emotional reactions once more. You know, those are very important.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, ready?
I read it.
All right. Happiness. Fear. Hate. Ignorance. Excellent.
But wait a minute, I ain't done nothing yet.
Sorry. Let's try your most important emotional reaction, which is love. That's enough of that. We'll better take a line from your play. Now, you listen carefully to how I do it. Oh, my darling, how long I've waited for this moment. No treasure that I could find could be as great as the treasure that I hold in my arms.
Oh, my darling, how long I've waited for this. No treasure I could find could be as great as the treasure I hold in my arms.
My darling, how long I have waited for these words. Hold me tight.
These is moments they'll never take away from me. What do you think?
But it could be better. The only thing is, when you look the gal in the eye and say them pretty things, it don't sound like you mean it. You ain't sincere.
Well, it's hard to be sincere when you're leading Lady Calhoun.
Oh, well, look here, I'll show you. Oh, my darling, how long has I waited for this moment?
Crush me in your big, strong, manly arms.
And that's the trouble, all right.
Gentlemen, if you ask me, this is a waste of time. Andy don't need no rehearsal for a scene like this.
You don't, huh?
No. Teaching Andy to make love is like teaching a horse to eat oats. It ain't necessary.
Yeah, Kingfish, I's as ready as I ever gonna be. The important thing is what's gonna happen to Carruthers. How you figure on getting him out of that play tomorrow?
Don't worry about a thing, Andy. Tomorrow afternoon at exactly 3, I goes into action. Just keep right on rehearsing here.
You mean we gotta go through this thing again?
Yeah, the same love scene. All right. Oh, my darling, how long I've waited for this moment.
Crush me in your big, strong, manly arms, my sweet.
Wait a minute, Calhoun. I think I can do it better this way. Oh, my darling.
Come in.
Mr. Carruthers?
That's right.
Well, I saw your last rehearsal this afternoon. I thought I'd drop by to chit-chat with you.
Oh, I see. I didn't get your name.
Well, my name is George Stevens, and I'm the dramatic critic of the New York Sentinel.
Oh, really? Well, sit right down.
Yeah, thank you.
Not at all.
Well, I never review these little theater groups, but I just happened to be in the neighborhood and dropped in.
Why, I'm so glad you did. Tell me, what did you think of the rehearsal?
Well, Mr. Carruthers, we get right to the point. It's my professional opinion that you got a turkey on your hand there.
Turkey?
That's right. King size.
Well, I knew it wasn't a great play, but I thought it had some merit.
Well, Mr. Carruthers, you yourself is only decent performer in the whole mess. But the trouble is, if I give the play a bad review, that's going to hurt you, too.
Why, yes, I couldn't have a thing like that happen at this stage of my career. You know, I've had 2 or 3 unfortunate plays recently.
Yeah, I know all about that. But matter of fact, I was thinking of starting my column tomorrow with this headline, Carruthers lays another.
Oh, this is terrible. Why, a thing like that could finish my career.
Well, if I was you, I'd pull out of this before it's too late.
But it opens tonight. However, However, I still have my career to think of.
Well, suppose you had a fast case of laryngitis.
Laryngitis? Say, that's a wonderful idea. I can tell them I have laryngitis.
Here these actors have rehearsed for weeks, and they're ready to open. And my leading man gets laryngitis.
Well, I think Andy did the part very well, Mr. Fredericks.
Yeah, I know this backwards and forwards.
Well, you're no Carruthers, but we're supposed to open in 2 hours. I suppose I have no choice. All right, Brown. You have the lead.
Thank you, Mr. Fredericks. And I guarantee to give you a performance you'll never forget. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U.
Well, your voice sounds better, Andy, after that spraying that took the ping out of there.
Yeah, I guess I'm all right now. Hey, look, Kingfish. I got a lot of telegrams from Amos and some of the other brothers.
Well, we all rooting for you, Andy.
Yeah, well, I sure put all my friends to a lot of trouble, but at least I got this fella Bosworth out of the picture. And from now on, it's going to be just me and Cynthia.
Yeah, and I got everything all set for the play tonight.
Yeah, well, you're going to be out there in the wings with the scripts in case I get nervous and miss some of my lines, ain't you?
Oh, yeah, I'll be out there and prompt you in case you get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You ready, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, all set.
Well, you'd better get into your clothes. I'm going out now to make the announcement about your substitution.
Well, you just go right ahead and don't worry about a thing.
All right, Andy, I'll help you here.
Yeah.
Definitely. Due to an unfortunate case of laryngitis, Mr. Bosworth Carruthers will not appear tonight in the presentation of our new play, The Angry Sea. Stepping into his role will be Mr. Andrew H. Brown. We sincerely hope that you will enjoy Mr. Brown's performance and the show. Thank you.
The curtain going up, Andy. Good luck to you, son.
All right, take the curtain up now.
Sure is an angry sea out there today, Frank.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Sam. I don't like anything about this cruise. If I'd have known what it was all about before I signed on, I wouldn't be here now.
Wait a minute. I hear the captain coming down the deck. I'm going to find out once and for all where we're headed. I said I hear the captain coming down the deck.
Go in the door here.
Hi, Skipper.
Evening, mates. We've got an angry sea down there.
Yeah, I know. I was just in it.
No such thing, Skipper. We know we're carrying a load of illegal gold.
Meaning what?
Meaning we'd like to know where we're headed.
Listen, you, as long as I'm skipper of this boat, you mind your own business. Understand?
Look off to the starboard. It's a Coast Guard cutter.
Let's see here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Men, we're going to have to run for it. Frank, you go down in the boiler room and order full steam ahead. Sam, you stay here and keep an eye on them while I go up on the bridge and man the gun.
Aye, sir.
Never mind the gun. I'll use a knife. On second thought, you better go down below decks and put the crew on guard.
Aye, sir.
John, I must speak to you right away.
You get below.
But, John, you can't escape the law. The Coast Guard is closing in on you.
There's no turning back now, my dear.
But, John, darling, I love you too much to let you do it. You mean so much to me. After all, is this illegal gold that you're carrying worth it?
Cynthia, darling, no treasure I could find could ever be... no treasure I could find could... No treasure
Greater the treasure that I hold in my arms, you idiot.
could be as great as the treasure I hold in my arms, you idiot.
John, darling, they're closing in on you. They'll send you to prison. I can't bear the thought of it. Oh.
poor sparrow. I'm gonna take her below. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take her below. My darling, let me help you out of the angry sea.
The Coast Guard's closing in on us and we can't go any faster.
I have changed my mind. I'm turning this cargo over to the authorities.
Hoist the white flag.
White Star!
What's the next scene, Kingfish?
Well, this is where you had a fight with the first mate, remember? He hit you across the head with that kick bench out there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Say, what's this I hear about you giving up to the Coast Guard?
Them's my orders.
Listen, I signed on for that gold, and I'm not giving up that easy. I've ordered the crew to make a run for it.
If you take one step toward that engine room, you reckon with me. Why,
Oh, what you got there?
This is the trick bench for the fight scene. The truck broke down and couldn't get here any sooner.
Well, what kind of bench is that they got out there on the stage?
That's a real bench. They've just been using for the rehearsal. You couldn't hit him with that. That's made of solid oak. This thing I got here breaks away as soon as it makes contact, and you don't get hurt.
Holy mackerel.
put that thing down, fight like a man.
Don't use the bench.
Put that thing down, fight like a man.
You'll never get away with this.
Don't use it.
I'll fight to death.
Don't use the bench, I said.
I'll get you, you dirty double cross.
Don't use the bench. Don't use the bench.
I'll fight to death for what's right.
I'll get you, you dirty double cross.
Don't use the bench. Don't use the...
Get below and tell those men full steam ahead.
Aye, aye.
All hands on deck. All hands on deck.
Aye, bud.
Close the curtain. Close the curtain. Yeah. Move here, Andy. Move here and sit right down there. You're going to be all right, son.
Oh, hi, Andy.
Oh, hi, Amos.
You feeling all right again, huh?
Oh, yeah, okay. I stayed in bed a few days, and the dizziness went away, and I'm okay again.
Well, tell me, how did your gal Cynthia take all this?
Oh, she took everything fine. She realized I tried to do the best I could, and she ain't mad at nothing.
Well, the engagement is still on then, is that right?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, the engagement's in better shape now than it was before.
What you mean, Andy?
Well, you see, the good thing about this play flopping is I got Bosworth out of the picture. And now my fiancé ain't gonna be doing no smooching with nobody but me. Say, I got an engagement with Cynthia. Yeah, I will, but you'll be the first to know.
Hello.
Who's there?
It's me, honey, Andy.
Oh, Andy, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not quite dressed yet. But I've got wonderful news for you.
Oh, yeah. What's that, honey?
I've just got a part in a new play.
A new play?
It's not like the other one. It's entirely different.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, honey. What's it about?
It's all about me on a desert island.
Honey, is you on this island alone?
Oh, no, Andy. The play is called 6 Men and a Girl.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, come in.
Oh, me. I wonder what Alfred Lunt would do in a case like this.